Oh man, what a night for boxing! Terence "Bud" Crawford just etched his name in the history books by topping Canelo Alvarez in an absolute thriller at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. This was the super fight we've all been dreaming about. Two legends, undisputed titles on the line, Netflix streaming it live, and Bud pulled off the upset to become the first male boxer in the four-belt era to win undisputed championships in three weight classes. I'm hyped just recapping it for your YouTube channel, Athletic Avengers. Let's break this down round by round with all the energy. Dive into Bud's GOAT status if it lived up to the massive hype, and what's next for Canelo. Strap in, Avengers, this is epic. Round by round breakdown. Crawford's masterclass upset. This fight was a chess match early on, with Canelo's power and experience clashing against Crawford's speed, IQ, and adaptability. Bud moved up from 154 to 168 pounds, a massive jump, but he looked sharp, using his jab to control distance and switching stances to keep Canelo guessing. Canelo pressed with bodywork and counters, but Crawford's footwork and combinations stole the show as the rounds wore on. It went the full 12, ending in a unanimous decision for Crawford, 116 to 112, 115 to 113, 115 to 113. Here's how it unfolded, based on the blow-by-blow action. Round 1, feeling out process. Both guys circling, Crawford flicking jabs from southpaw to test range. Canelo lands a solid overhand right and digs to the body late, but Bud evades most and smiles, already looking comfy. Close round, edge to Canelo for the aggression. Canelo up 10,9 round 2. Crawford ramps up the speed, landing sharp counters and a clean left hook. Canelo pushes forward with pressure, but Bud's movement avoids the big shots. A body exchange at the end of Canelo's power echoes, but Crawford's precision wins it. Even at 19,19. Round 3, Canelo turns up the heat, backing Bud to the ropes with hooks, but Crawford slips and fires back combinations. Bud's jab is popping now, controlling the pace. Solid display from both, but Crawford's adaptability shines. Crawford takes it, 29 to 28 round 4. Bud's confidence surges. He whips a nasty left hook that snaps Canelo's head, follows with jabs, and dances away smiling. Canelo connects at the bell with a right, but Crawford's landing cleaner. This is where Bud starts pulling ahead. 39 to 37 Crawford round 5. Canelo tries to bully with body shots, but Crawford changes levels, ripping upstairs and down. A big hook from Bud rocks Canelo slightly. The crowd erupts. Canelo fights back hard, but Bud's evading like a ghost. 49 to 46 Crawford round 6. Crawford in full flow now, landing to the body, then hooking to the chin. He's smiling ear to ear, trading shots and outlanding Canelo. Canelo's pressure is there, but Bud's speed is overwhelming. Iconic round for the underdog. 59 to 55 Crawford round 7. Canelo backs Bud to the ropes, landing a left hook to the body, but Crawford spins out and counters with flurries. Both connect in a wild exchange, heart-pounding stuff. Crawford escapes and jabs to close. 69 to 64 Crawford round 8. Bud's trading more confidently in the pocket, landing impactful uppercuts while avoiding Canelo's power. Canelo's face showing wear, but he digs deep with body work. Crawford's IQ wins another. 79 to 73 Crawford round 9. Canelo ups the urgency, setting up big punches and landing a solid body shot that echoes through the arena. Crawford absorbs but fires back sharper combos, no danger, but Canelo steals this one with pressure. 88 to 83 Crawford round 10. Crawford reasserts dominance, using footwork to circle and pepper with jabs and hooks. Canelo's swinging big, but missing more. Bud's landing the eye-catching stuff now. 98 to 92 Crawford round 11. Fatigue showing on both, but Crawford's conditioning holds. He trades toe-to-toe, landing cleaner in exchanges. Canelo pushes hard, but Bud's counters are money. 108 to 101 Crawford round 12. Championship rounds. Canelo goes all out, but Crawford boxes smart, clinching when needed and landing final flurries. They embrace at the bell, respect all around. Crawford seals the upset. Final 118-110 Crawford on my card, but official scores tighter. What a war. Crawford outlanded Canelo significantly per reports, around 40% connect rate for Bud versus 30% for Canelo, using his reach 74 versus 70 and speed to neutralize the power. Canelo fought like the warrior he is, but Bud's adjustments mid-fight were legendary. Tears from Crawford post-fight? Chills. Is Terence Crawford the GOAT of boxing? His ranking, hell yeah. This win catapults Bud into the GOAT conversation, no debate. At 42-0, 31 knockouts, he's now undisputed at 140, 147, and 168 pounds in the four-belt era, the first man ever to do it across 3 divisions. That's Henry Armstrong level historic. Armstrong did it in 3 back in the day, but pre-4 belts. Add wins over Errol Spence Jr., Shawn Porter, and now Canelo? His resume is stacked. Ranking-wise, pound for pound, Crawford's gotta be number 1 now. He was number 3 pre-fight on ESPN's list. Canelo number 8. All-time, top 10 easy you think alongside Mayweather, Pacquiao, Roy Jones, or Robinson for versatility and dominance. If he grabs another division, maybe 175, he's undisputed GOAT territory. Bud's not just skilled, he's fearless, jumping weights like this. Legend status, locked. Was the fight worth the hype? Absolutely. 1000% yes. This was billed as once-in-a-lifetime, 2 4-division champs, Canelo's star power versus Crawford's underdog story. A $188K custom ring belt on the line, 70,000 plus fans packing Allegiant Stadium, biggest Vegas boxing gate ever. It delivered tension, drama, skill, and an upset that shakes the sport. Not a co-slugfest, but a high-level tactical masterpiece with heart-racing moments. Netflix nailed the production too. If you missed it live, rewatch for the vibes. Worth every bit of the build-up. What's next for Canelo? Retire or rematch? Canelo now 63,3-2, 39 knockouts is 35, still elite, but this loss ends his 6-fight win streak and raises questions. Bob Arum, Crawford's promoter, said a dominant win could push Canelo to retirement, but it was close, not overwhelming. No official rematch plans yet per reports, but if Canelo wants it, the money's their first fight, reportedly 100 million plus purses. He could chase a rematch to reclaim his throne. Fight someone like David Benavidez at 168 by 175 for legacy. Should he retire? Nah, not yet a ride into the sunset on his terms, but he's got gas left. Maybe one more mega fight, then hang him up as a Hall of Famer with titles in 4 divisions. Either way, respect to the king, this loss doesn't erase his legacy. Far as Bud, Crawford's now the undisputed super middleweight king, WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, but at nearly 38, his options are thrilling. Here's the scoop on what's being whispered in boxing circles: rematch with Canelo. Or a potential fight with Jaron Boots. Ennis Boots is a knockout machine with slick footwork, power in both hands, and that Philly toughness. He's stopped 30 of 34 foes, including Imantas Stanionis, in 6 rounds. Crawford's switch-hitting IQ encounters would test Ennis like never before. It's young versus veteran, power versus precision, and at 147, Bud's size jump to 168 won't hurt him. Fans on X are buzzing post-fight. Crawford's got nothing to prove at 147 after Spence. A loss to a younger, fresher Boots who's 10 years his junior could tarnish that perfect record and 3-division undisputed feat. Shawn Porter, who fought Bud and sparred Ennis, said it'd be 2 alpha males colliding, but Bud's the proven vet. Why risk it when 175 bivol? Or a Canelo rematch builds bigger legacy. Some ex-chatter calls it a cherry pick for Boots, but for Crawford it's downside heavy. My take, should he do it? Hell yeah, but smartly, absolutely. Crawford should fight Boots. It's the perfect bridge fight, clears welterweight ghosts, tests his chin post-Canelo, and keeps him active without overreaching. At this stage, Bud's chasing history and dominating Ennis. I'd pick Bud by late stoppage, using the jab to frustrate Boots' pressure would silence doubters and set up a 4th division run. Don't retire on the high of Canelo. Build the empire. If not now, maybe after a tune-up, but the window's closing. Make it happen, Turkey. Phew, what a breakdown. Athletic Avengers. This fight's gonna be talked about for years. Crawford's the new face of boxing. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Goat or not? Rematch incoming. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell for more fire content. Let's keep the energy going. Avengers assemble. Peace out.